And welcome back. Our next guest is a Florida native. She is an award winning entrepreneur, actress, model, brand ambassador, fashion designer, author, motivational speaker, and an affiliate of Oasis Montage magazine. She is here to highlight insightful conversations and expert guidance from her TV podcast platform. Give a warm welcome to the CEO and host of The Linzie Show. Anna, welcome.
Thank you so much. It
Whoop,
is an
whoop.
honor to be with Dr. Lee.
Oh man, nice to see you. Now you do all you're in Florida right now.
I'm actually here in Houston, Texas. This
Uh
is
huh.
where my studio is. I born in Florida. My roots are in Columbia, Missouri. So yes, I'm
Well,
here in Houston.
you travel. My son's out there with you in Houston.
How is he?
Yeah,
What
with
does he do?
well, they work for BP, British Petroleum Oil, so they travel from Angola, Indonesia, to the states, and now they're here in the states for I guess another 5 years until they do another contract every so and so forth. I don't want to give all this information. Let's talk about you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's good to see you. Talk about yourself. How did you get into the things that you're into right now?
Well, I come from a community there in Columbia, Missouri that put their arms around the youth.
Uh-huh.
They gave us a platform where talent shows and um, different fashion shows and so on, they were there. You know, you have those,
Uh-huh.
the village mentality,
Yeah.
the community village.
I
So
love
I
the
was blessed
community.
to,
Takes a village to
yeah,
raise. Yeah.
I was blessed to come from a community as such. And my grandfather is a civil rights activist there in our community.
All
So
right.
community and giving back, that it was instilled in me. And so here I am using those gifts. I believe
Yeah.
strongly in my faith that, God gives us gifts.
Are you
And
working through that foundation that I love, the Bullion Foundation?
I no, sir. What is that about?
The Bullion Foundation with Sandra DaCosta. Oh
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Miss Sandra, we love her, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now that you mentioned, I think she may have mentioned it, but I'm going to talk to her about it.
Yes, yes. So you've worn many hats. Um,
Yes.
can you reflect on your career journey a bit and tell us how you've navigated the challenges that came along with being an entrepreneur?
Well, as a single mother, those that in itself, balancing life,
Uh huh.
right? Um,
Oh,
uh,
that's a tough one.
yes, having like I said, a call. You feel like now I know that it's a call, but
Yeah.
just really wanting to give back to what has been given to me. Taking a moment to really do some self-reflecting, put me on my journey.
Hmm.
It's really, and oh my goodness, I am so into personal development and growth. And once I got on that journey, it just opened up who I am first, because I believe you had to really know who you are,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then that will enlighten
Mm.
your path. And with that, I just been on that path, which has been um, e- encouraging the youth. I started what is I call is the AML workshop. I
Uh
came
huh.
through Barbizon
All right.
modeling there in St. Louis, so I
Yeah.
am a proud alumni of Barbizon there in St. Louis. It's
Wow. Yes.
doing ambassador work.
Uh huh.
There you have there my some of my I see some of
Uh huh.
my as far as the TV network that I have. I started the Anna Lindsay show,
Uh huh.
which I am just totally just elated about being able to. It's a lifestyle show. Being able
Yeah.
to bring guests on as you do as well. You know how much we get out of this, right?
Yeah. Now, when you first started, you with John Blassingame and the crew. When you
Yes.
yeah, when you first started, did you take a deep breath right now? You said, "Wow, I started a show. How does it feel to start the show that you started? The Anna Lindsay show. Put your name
Yes,
on it,
sir.
and it's out front. Bam! And you're bringing all these fantastic guests on, talking about all the wonderful things that they do, and what they
Yes.
contribute.
Again, going back, I've always uh, felt the need to inspire, and again, the journey of growth, bringing the Anna Lindsay show, bringing guests on to hear
Yeah.
their stories, and when in doing that and hearing their
Uh huh.
stories, it's like a no-brainer.
Uh huh.
I just want to be the listener and turn into being able to have a platform for people to be able to share and have a voice to what they're doing in life.
Yeah. What's of course you've interviewed many people, but what stands out in your mind? Give me one person, because you can say, "Hey, I got a bunch of people that I've interviewed over time," and but this person right here came on and said something interesting that I learned from, and the community learned from, and it was a wonderful uh,
Mhm.
time hearing and listening to that person share that information.
Oh gosh, again, you like you said, there's so many.
I
I
know, I
just
know.
interviewed Mr. Bob Sumner's with one of the co-creators of Def Jam comedy, and he, we're praying for him
Uh,
at this moment.
yes.
But he had it just gave me some advice to always be true to myself, and I really appreciate him for
Yeah.
giving me that advice. I can think of another. His name is Christopher Haynes. He's from my hometown. I grew up with them, and he had shared his journey
Uh
of
huh.
addiction with drugs.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
watching him as a youth just spiral and him turn his life around and now uses his life and his journey, that really has been profound. It always stays in my mind, and really appreciate the journey, man. I tell you.
Hmm. Yeah. And then you know the other things that you do. You're still into real estate, right? And if
Yeah,
you're in Texas, there's so much to sell out there. So you're into real estate and you're into wealth building, right? Talk about
correct.
those aspects of your career and what you do.
I tell you, I real estate is. I started there again in my hometown of Columbia,
Uh
Missouri.
huh.
And I started. I pretty much started teaching myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really got into the research of it. Um, Started building
Mm.
my portfolio, and now I have an investment firm with apartments and single homes. And with that, you learn real estate is a wealth building
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
itself. So I was able to again just acquire, continue to learn, put myself in the
Uh,
different educational spots to
mm.
grow with that. So yeah,
And
it's
if you
that.
have an investment firm, that's like the
Mhm.
basis of it all. I need to get this money to do this
Yes.
and
So
this.
a lot of moving parts with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a lot of moving parts there with it. I come from humble beginnings. So it's just real estate is something that is long term
Uh huh.
for wealth building. You're not going to get rich quick for wealth building, true wealth building. So, and as you know, you have different portfolios that
Yeah.
you set up with it, or and desires and goes with it.
You
So
know, it takes a little time, but how do you make people feel comfortable? Because this is a large investment for a lot of people, especially first-time homeowners or first-time investors, and maybe single-family homes or whatever they're getting into. Um, they don't know all of those movable parts that you know. So it's like, what do I do? Where do we go from here? What would you tell them?
what I would say is, in in everything, things evolve, but have a vision for what you're wanting out of real estate. For some, it is multiple homes or properties. Uh, know what you're wanting, again,
Mm,
out of what you're wanting to to attain through the real estate. Your credit score, attaining, making sure that you're learning about money in itself.
Yeah.
being a good steward of money, learning about money as a foundation, budget, it really does come down to the very basics of maintaining and knowing how to manage even a home budget.
Yeah.
You got to start there. You got to know how that works,
Exactly.
and be a good steward of that. Um, get around the different education, educate yourself and get around people who are actually doing it.
Hmm.
Again, I started with the terminologies, getting in there, the terminologies, creating a banking relationship. Again, that goes back. I mean, your simple home budget or your business budget,
Yeah.
creating a good banking relationship.
Yeah.
Again, that goes into money and wealth building, getting a understanding of it. I acquired my first property,
Uh-huh.
cash flowed it. Fortunately, was able to cash flow my first property,
Look at you.
and I know, right?
I'm coming to borrow some money from you.
Uh,
Oh, that's
cash
right.
flow is
You have the financing thing going on, right? You said you,
yes,
yeah, where people can borrow
that's
money from, or you can. I forgot what you said. It was a financing thing that you started.
it's an investor. I'm an investor. So basically, what I do is I invest in my own brand, my own
Uh
business.
huh.
So I buy properties and I put them into my own business, which is the ALR real estate
All right.
investment.
All right.
So I'm building wealth, investing back
Uh
into
huh.
my own business. So my properties are within my own company.
There you go. And you put it inside of a circle, a big trust.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. And continue and have been building throughout, I mean, over 15 years
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Out in that.
Anna, like we said before, you wear many hats. What's next for you? Do you have any speaking engagements or upcoming projects that we should know about?
I do. I had an opportunity to get into some acting within the last
Oh, all right.
year. So I have joined with Oasis Mataj magazine, or excuse me, Oasis Mataj Theater
Uh
Production,
huh.
who has a magazine as well. Uh, the basis of it, the playwright is her name is Carolyn Jones, and the basis of what she writes it's human trafficking along with domestic
Oh,
violence.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a message. So we basically come together, we travel, and we put on a production. And I've been able to work through different roles
Uh huh.
in that environment, along with some other TV and plays in other arenas. But yes, I've been Sasha Fierce lately. Sasha
Yeah.
Fierce is undercover cop,
Yes.
undercover investigator, bringing a palace down. So we're going to be in Newark, New Jersey, May the 23rd.
Uh huh.
They're at the museum. They're in Newark, and then back into Atlanta at the Atrium coming
Uh
up
huh.
as well.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. I can tell you. You know what? They may see you and hear you and see the whole thing, and somebody may pull you in and say, "Nah, drop all that stuff. We want you to become this actress that we need." Would you do it?
But believe it or not, Dr. Lee, I was the shyest young girl. My
Uh
mom would tell you she had to shake my crib to get me to talk. So it's really
I,
something I made in this lane because
uh-huh.
that's where I mean, I'm just so ecstatic about growth and giving yourself opportunity and opening yourself
Yeah,
up
yeah.
to the abilities of you. So yeah, it's led me to, you know, opening up and being who I am today.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I can understand that. I was a shy guy too, but
where are you?
I was growing up, but then something happened. I just snapped out of it.
Hmm.
Especially when I knew I
Hmm.
had to do what I had to do. You just tackle
Yeah,
your fears. But you do this and you have a family too. You have the youngsters and you have your grandchildren. I just saw a couple
do.
of them earlier before we came on. Are they still
Yeah,
around?
they are. They're
Tell
being
them to
brave
come
in the
into the picture for a hot second.
you can come back. They love this.
Yeah.
Guys can come
And this
back. This
is
is Jen, and this is Dominic.
the
My
first
God,
time on TV.
absolutely not. Landon,
They
they're
seem
both
like they've been there before. Let's jump on this TV set.
they love it. They're both actors. Actually, Dominic is a
Uh-huh.
model with Barbizon. He's
Uh-huh.
the end of May. I'm trying to get our schedules
Okay.
together. At the end of May, he is going before a group
Oh,
of
good, good. God,
for auditions and so on. So yes,
God bless
everybody in the
them.
family
All
interacts.
right, they're giving me a hard rap. Give me your social media where people can find you and follow you and do all those good things.
Yes, it is the Anna Lindsay Show everywhere, or my name, Anna Lindsay.
Well, Anna, nice meeting you. Nice talking to you. And you come back again, okay?
Thank you so much.
They're going to wrap me up. No. Funny how time flies when you're having fun, right? Thank you so much,
Thank
Anna.
you.
You got it.